Namaste, Sharanarthigalu, dear learners, welcome to SBPS online classes. Dear students, we have started NCERT class 6 Geography, the Earth or Habitat, chapter number 4 Maps, and we had discussion on the contents in the previous video class, introduction, importance of maps and different types of map. Now in the present video class, we are going to discuss the remaining contents, components of maps. Those are distance, direction. So start with the discussion about how is the compass useful to a sailor, what are the main pillars of map, why do we need scales, right, which are the different types of scales, why is the distance in a map important to us, and how it is shown on a map. So these are some points we are going to discuss. So let us discuss the first one, components of maps. There are three types of components of maps. The components are also called as essentials or pillars of maps. There are three pillars or essentials of or components of maps. Those are distance, direction and symbol. So distance are measured in scales, and directions, those are cardinal directions and intermediate directions. So and symbols, for example public places and public buildings, and the for example highways, state highways and so on. So these are all mentioned in the maps. So the cartographers are taking care about the three components while drawing on the maps. So start with the distance. Dear students, maps are two-dimensional drawings. So why we call the dimensional drawings? So they are for example entire world, or for example a part of the world. So the distance reduces the entire world or a part of the world on a sheet of paper. So while making a map, cartographers pay attention to properly represent the distance between two places. So this helps us in finding the actual distance between the two places. The distance between the two places we can measure in very easily with the help of scale. What is the meaning of scale? The scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. Once again I am going to read. Scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map is called the scale. And how to mention the scale, how to use the scale on a while drawing the maps. For example, the distance between your school and your home, it is about 10 kilometer, and this is actual distance. So how to draw this actual distance on a paper? On a map, the scale of your drawing will be 1 centimeter equal to 5 kilometer. So within 2 centimeter we are going to cover the 10 kilometer on the map. So the scale is reduced from actual distance of two places on the paper. So this is the how to use the scale while drawing on the map. So next we go through there are two types of scales. One is the small scale, another one is the large scale. So start with the reading. When a large area is shown on a map, such a map is called the small scale map. So using the small scale, drawing the map of a particular places, so that map is called the small scale map. For example, 5 centimeter equal to 500 kilometers. So this is the scale using while drawing the map. This is the small scale map. And for example, a map of a country or a state. So these are the large areas. Draw the large area on a map. We require the small scales. Next we go through the large scale map. When a small area such as a village is shown on a map, such a map is called a large scale map. A map of a neighborhood is another example of large scale map. For example, your area or a for example the ward in your municipality wards. So that wards maps also using the large scale maps. So a large scale map gives more detail compared to the small area scale map. So the large scale maps are more detailed maps, because in that map we can easily recognize the places, public places, roads, highways, bridges, rivers, as well as the monuments and public government buildings. So these are the symbols they were used in the large scale map, as well as distance. For example, the large scale is used for showing the small place on the on the paper sheet. So these are the two examples of two types of maps. Those are used the small scale as well as the large scale. For example, 1 centimeter equal to 200 kilometer. Here the scale is used to draw the map of Indian subcontinent. So we will see the only boundaries in the map, as well as the state boundaries and state names mentioned in this map, as well as the some scale also mentioned in this map. It will show the, it is only for the political maps. So just you compare, this is the village map, it is more detailed compared to the small scale. And just you observe the, here there are three villages mentioned here or drawn here, and the some of the tree and the reservoir and the reservoir and river, as well as the bridges and roads and the railway tracks and so on, all are mentioned in this particular large scale map. So when we are using the large scale map, showing the small or introducing the small place in a sheet of paper, we require the large scale map. For example, here 1 centimeter equal to 200 kilometer. To show the village map, we are used the 1 centimeter equal to 500 meter. It is meter wise, not a kilometer wise. So this is about the difference between the large scale map and a small scale map. Next we go through the different maps use different scales. The scale of a map is generally shown by a graduated straight line of a particular length. So just you observe the length also here shown. The scale is generally drawn at the top or the bottom of the map. So this is the scale mentioned in the below of the map, or sometimes that is above on the or a top of the map, and sometimes the scale is not drawn. It is given in words. Sometimes 1 centimeter equal to 100 kilometer. This is the scale in a figure, sorry, in a it is a drawn, but sometimes it is in a word wise. For example, 1 centimeter equal to 100 kilometer. The size of a map depends on the scale you choose. So next we go through the second component of the map, that is direction. A map also contains information about directions. So how to identify the direction of the places? So the one of the symbol that help us to study about the directions of the particular the area or a region, whatever we have drawn on the map. So start with the one of the Indian map we have taken here. So it is mentioned with the this N symbol. So on most of the maps you usually see an upward arrow and the letter N. So just you observe the N letter is mentioned here. So this N shows the north direction. So the remaining direction we can easily recognize. For example, in the right side we have the eastern direction, in the west in the left side we have the western direction, as well as the in front of the north we have the south direction. So north, east and west and south. So these are the four directions we are easily mentioned on the maps, and we can easily find the other direction with the help of N. And north, south, east and west are the four major directions. So these north, east, west and south are directions are called the major directions, as well as and these are also called as a cardinal directions. So the major direction also called as a cardinal directions. So north, east, west and south, these are the cardinal directions. So some maps also shown intermediate directions. Those are northeast, this is the northeast, and southeast, this is the southeast, and southwest and northwest. So these are the another four intermediate directions. So the two types of directions, one is the cardinal direction that we call major direction, another one is the intermediate directions. So how to mention or how to recognize the direction on a map. For example, this is the east, west, north and south. In between these direction we have the intermediate directions. Just you observe, this is the in between the north and the east we have the northeast direction, and north and west we have the northwest, and west and south we have the southwest direction, and east and south we have the southeast direction. So the sub directions are northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. So next we go through the compass. Compass is the one of the instrument that help us to recognize the direction while navigation or reading the map also. So compass is a very useful for finding direction at a place where we are standing. We can easily recognize the direction with the help of instrument compass. So it is always stand the north position. So and that will help us to locate the north direction. So this is a small circular box with a magnetic needle inside. So one of the magnetic needle, it is inside in located, and the needle of the compass always points in the north south direction. So this is the north and this is the south. The needle always stand the north and south position. So compass has been used by travelers and sailors since ages. So in ancient ages they were used the compasses, and through the compasses they were navigated in all the countries of the world. So this is the help of the compass. And in next upcoming class we will cover the discussion of the remaining component of the maps. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.